Are you setting realistic expectations for your seller clients? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty, and today I am going to talk to you, about setting expectations for your sellers. But before we get into it, y'all, if you could do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, because I'm just asking you. That's all I ask, is that you subscribe to the channel. And get in the comments, give a thumbs up if you like this video and any of the other videos that I have shared with you. I would just love for you to let me know, okay? And also get in comments if you have anything to add or any questions. Feel free. I work really hard to respond to as many comments as I can, and I just love connecting with the real estate community here. Let's get into our topic for today. So yes, it is still a seller's market. However, as real estate agents, we have a huge responsibility to set proper expectations, even in a market such as this, especially for our sellers. Now, just like buyers are, watching the news and they hear, oh my gosh, you have to offer all over price in order to purchase a home, $100,000 over. People are paying cash, all this stuff. Y'all, your sellers are hearing the same thing. But the reality is that, yes, we are in a market where we are seeing a lot of aggression. People are paying over lists. They are waiving appraisals and waiving all these things. But that is not the situation for every homeowner. Every home, every neighborhood, every situation will not gather $100,000 offers, right? So we have to be in a position where we are properly setting expectations for our sellers for a variety of reasons, and I'm going to share just a couple of them with you today. So the very first thing is when it comes to listing a home. When it comes to listing a home and the price that we're setting with the sellers, you need to be very clear and be able to explain to them and defend why you are coming up with a list price. Even in a market like this, the worst thing that you can do is overprice a home. And I know that that sounds daunting because prices are going for so much over list, but stay with me here. If you price a home at the very top of the market and then the buyer's perception is that in order to get it, I have to offer $20, $30, $40, $50, $100,000 over list, they won't even come to see the home in the very first place. So while you and your seller are talking, and if they're really going for a number that you think, you know what, the home may actually get that in this market, and you're going to market it in a way where we're going to attract the more aggressive buyers, you need to be able to have that conversation with them, though, about why it is wise to list where the comps are, because you do not want to be in a situation where everyone perceives the home to be overpriced. So you have to, first of all, do your research, understand exactly what the market is looking like, and, there are all type of tips on how to do that. Talk to your broker or your mentor on what you can do for that. But you need to understand market so that you can communicate that and set that proper expectation with your seller. Here's another thing to think about when setting expectations with sellers. On my listings and even with my clients, and I'm having conversations with other colleagues, what we are noticing is that buyers are fragile and they are hesitant, especially with the rates going up. So in general, the buyer pool has decreased a bit because some people are just honestly priced out of the market because of the rising costs and because of the rising interest rates. And some other buyers are also gun shy. So if you have a seller that is expecting 49 offers within an hour of being listed, that may not be the case. And they in turn may think that it's you, that you did something. And the only thing that you maybe haven't done is set proper expectations. So make sure that you are calling listing agents in the area, that you are looking at the data that is provided to us through our MLS, that you are on top of like how many showings per, like what amount of offers are coming for comparable homes in the area, and that you are just abreast of what's happening with interest rates and market so that you can share all of that information with sellers so that if they don't have, like I had a listing a couple weeks ago where we didn't have an offer on the table for 2 days and my seller called me like, okay, should we take it off the market? And I'm like, no, girl, we actually used to be in a market where homes were listed for 60 or 90 days. So we just have to really help educate them on what is the proper expectation. And I am happy to say that that home was listed. That home did sell above list price, even considerably above list price. But I noticed that buyers were just moving slower. They were taking their time. They were being a little more thoughtful. And a lot of them are a little more gun shy. So we just have to be able to give our sellers proper expectation. Then here's the last thing to think about. When the sellers have a number, like before I list a home, I always talk to sellers about what number makes sense. And yes, we are always going to be in positions where we are looking to negotiate for the best terms for our sellers. Sometimes the offer can come to the table and it makes sense and it's the best thing at hand, but your seller may think that they can do better. And yes, you are going to use all of your negotiation skills, but you need to give them real-time advice and help them to understand that, you know what? Until we are executed, this offer could go away, and this is what we have in hand. So sometimes we just need to, again, set the proper expectations of what they really need, remind them of the number that makes sense to them, and when you have offers in hand, help them to just really think about it holistically. And also help them to understand that, necessarily a cash offer, just because it's cash, it's not necessarily the better offer. So again, that's where we have to come in and really be able to educate on different types of financing, do our due diligence to understand lender, understand the buyer's purchasing power. So then that way, when our sellers may have some hesitancy or as they're looking to make their decision, we have set the expectation and we have laid out everything for them to help them come up with the best case scenario. So I hope this video was short and sweet. I just wanted to just help you because I even see in my own business that things are starting to, it's still very much a seller's market, but it's just starting to look a little different. I think interest rates and other things definitely are factors that we have to consider. And we just have to just like we have to keep our buyer clients updated on what's happening and how that can affect their purchasing power, we want to keep our seller clients updated, set proper expectations so that they know how that can affect their equity position. All right? All right. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe. And while you are at it, y'all, I have a course. So if you're watching my videos, and I do tons of free stuff, right? Because I want you to have plenty of resources, but I do have a course, Agent Education Academy, Time Blocking 101, and it's all set up to help you master your time, tell your time where to go so that you can stop being busy and broke and you can be paid and productive. So if you are interested in learning more about Agent Education Academy, it is only $197. Like, that is super affordable because what it's going to do is it's going to show you how to make time a tool, and that will pay you dividends. It really is invaluable. So agentseducationacademy.com is what you want to check out, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.